Keep coming, guys. Pass it around.
TSA officers here in Chicago and across the country are having to make the choice between coming to the airports to work without a paycheck or calling in sick or quitting to put food on the table. Leaders for unions of TSA officers tell me that they are racing to try to help members in need.
Members out there are in a desperate situation. A lot of them don't have money for utilities, rent, mortgage, and food.
Darrell English is the head of the union representing TSA officers in Illinois and Wisconsin. He tells me he's been working to gather assistance for his members who have gone without a paycheck since mid-February.
We're speaking to the mayor's office to see what kind of resources, food pantries and things of that kind of nature. We're trying to organize that the best that we can.
He's here at the Chicago Federation of Labor getting help for his members in the form of gas and grocery gift cards.
That's one of their needs right now. They don't have any money to put gas in their tank to get to work, to get around.
Don Villar is the secretary-treasurer for the Chicago Federation of Labor and says although officers get back pay once the shutdown is over, the need now is urgent.
They serve us, and for them to be disrespected, to be used as pawns, that's not right.
A CBS News Chicago viewer asked if the public can be encouraged to make monetary tips or donations to TSA officers at airports. English says as federal workers, TSA officers must comply with ethics rules and are prohibited to accept that kind of help. Outside organizations like the union are collecting gift cards for gas and groceries.
That way we can actually network and be able to reach out to all the officers to make sure that they're affected and be able to be assisted.
But English says he wants Congress to reach a deal soon so they can rely on paychecks and not donations.
We just hope that Congress get together to pass funding so that we can get those officers back to work.
This Friday would be the next missed paycheck for TSA officers if Congress does not reach a deal on Capitol Hill. For more information on these efforts for fundraising and gathering donations, you can head to our website. At O'Hare, Victor Jacobo, CBS News, Chicago.
I'm ready to get in my car and head home and sleep for the rest of the day.
I never been so happy to be home in my life. My bed is calling me and I'm ready to answer. Like, I'm ready to get home.
These passengers touched down at Richmond International Airport Monday morning, many hours after their expected arrivals from the nation's busiest air travel hub, Atlanta's Hartsfield-Jackson International Airport.
I arrived at the airport yesterday evening at 7:15. My flight was at 9 last night. They ended up taking off 5 minutes early. I did not make my flight. My flight took off and landed before I even got through security. I did not get through security until almost 2 o'clock this morning.
We got there at 6. When the time rolled over, we got our flight changed to 10:45 p.m. Nope, didn't make it. Had to get our flight changed to 7:25 a.m. We slept in the airport. I've never slept in an airport.
Strangers standing in excessively long security lines worked together to make it through.
Everybody getting everyone else's food. If you didn't have a family member to get out of line to go and get you something to miss your spot, it was like, oh no, we got it. We banded together. Yeah, strangers that quickly became friends and family.
CBS News reports more than 11.5% of TSA agents nationwide called out on Saturday when they failed to receive yet another paycheck last week.
Bless them, bless them. Because at Atlanta, all those people, I couldn't tell you how many people. 3 workers, that was it. Checking people in.
We appreciate you guys. The ones that are there, thank you, thank you, thank you. The ones that aren't there, they're not getting paid. I'm so sorry, my heart goes out to you.
You can't get mad at them for it taking so long. It's not their fault. They showed up. They're doing what they're supposed to do.
Even though there are no major lines here at RIC, every passenger I spoke to hopes this government shutdown ends sooner rather than later. In Henrico County, I'm Brendan King, CBS 6 News.
No concern at all. If they don't get my way, I won't get in theirs.
I think it's more of a nuisance than a help.
Travelers at Philadelphia International Airport were split on how they took in the presence of ICE agents posted at security checkpoints. Kirk Thielander, a frequent flyer, hopes these agents can help keep lines moving.
They're here to help to offset some of the workload from TSA right now, so that's fine.
Others, though, didn't see the need.
I think it's a waste of resources, though, because if you're not paying TSA, why are you paying ICE?
I think that we should have funding for the people who really do the job. This is not ICE's job.
And the agency's appearance drew at least one protester from the Lehigh Valley to the DE checkpoint.
These guys are standing around. Why aren't they going after the bad guys? You know, they don't need them here.
The White House deployed ICE to 14 U.S. airports this week as TSA callouts hit a record high due to the partial government shutdown. CBS News reports nearly 20% of TSA staff called out at PHL on Monday. People we spoke with braced themselves for backups in security lines.
I did plan ahead. I'm actually 3 hours early.
Our flight's not till 3:40, so I figure we'll have lunch at the airport.
Fortunately for flyers, wait times were low for most of Tuesday. Travelers say they're thinking of the TSA officers who are working with no paycheck.
I am so thankful to them.
They're wonderful. I thank them every time I come through. I'm glad that they're here.
Pay TSA. Stop
Yeah, that's reality. Pay TSA.
District Attorney Larry Krasner was also here today. He walked through the terminals. He said he doesn't think it's a good look for the city to have ICE agents in the airport, but he called on them to do their job and uphold the Constitution. In the Philadelphia International Airport, I'm Dan Snyder, CBS News, Philadelphia.
Keep coming, guys. Keep coming, guys.
Airports are seeing their highest wait times in TSA history as the partial shutdown hits day 40.
We are really putting ourselves and our workforce in a perilous situation.
The acting TSA administrator testified Wednesday about the growing impacts and human toll on officers.
We have already lost over 480 TSOs this shutdown, and our call-out rates have accelerated as our workforce was still reeling from the last shutdown.
Lawmakers locked in this stalemate are attempting to negotiate, with Senate Democrats making a counteroffer to Republicans.
To reopen DHS, pay TSA workers, while at the same time rein in ICE with common sense guardrails. Our offer is a reasonable, good faith proposal.
Democratic leaders criticized Tuesday's GOP proposal for funding part of ICE without including reforms to tighten rules around warrants or prohibit officers from wearing masks.
I'm going to introduce an amendment to fully fund ICE. I don't believe in holding TSA hostage because the Democrats hate ICE.
Senate Majority Leader John Thune rejected the Democrats' counter, saying it's not even close to being real and calling some of the proposals non-starters.
They'll ask for something, we'll give them that concession, and then they say, oh wait, that's not enough.
We've been talking about ICE reforms from day one. These are not new demands. These are not surprise demands. They are not things we came up with yesterday.
Wednesday, President Trump thanked ICE agents for deploying to airports and again said he may call up the National Guard for more help.